I guess this is a game that you must be looking forward to immensely, is it?
Not really, no. Not when I know how good they are. And we haven't won since last year at home.
I know they are very much your team still, aren't they?
Yeah, all the players were signed or they were there when I took over. It's they're very solid and strong and good players. They are. They're good lads as well. That's why I always said when I left that I thought they could get in the playoffs and get promotion. And I don't think anything changes in that. I think that's how I see them really.
On the other hand, though, because you do know them so well, this might give Boro, or perhaps should give Boro, more of a chance, even at the Riverside, where they haven't won this year.
Well, I don't think it's that. I don't think we're actually talking about Cardiff. We're hoping that we can actually play 2 games in succession quite well. We seem to play really well one week and then terrible the next. So, I thought we were very good at Reading the other night. So it's one of those. We want another performance really, and I think it's a similar situation to when I took over at Cardiff. I mean, it took me the best part of 2 years to put the team that's there now, and a very difficult side to beat, and that's what's in them, and I see that's how you got to build. I think we've got to build here for, got to be a little bit more strong at the back and legs in the midfield and a bit more up front. We need a little bit of everything. Whereas they know they've played inside out now. They know that they're each other's game. They've got a very good substitute bench that can change a game, and so I am looking forward to it because of the result against Reading, which I think everybody once again wrote us off in that game. But the lads come really strong.
Do you see quite a lot of similarities then between Cardiff and Middlesbrough?
Sorry, say it again.
Do you see quite a lot of similarities between Cardiff and Middlesbrough?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. The club itself, I think when we took over, it was in a bit of a. I don't think they'll mind saying it was on a bit of a mess, on and off the field, really. And it took a while to put it all back together. But the boys responded. I took 2 or 3 players in, like Junior Hoylett and Sol Bamba and what have you, and what with the lads that we'd already got there, we managed to obviously stay up and build for a successful promotion the following year. So I think there are similarities there. Middlesbrough once again have got sort of the squad's a little bit lopsided, and it's going to take a good summer transfer window to try and rectify that.
You do have a unique insight, though, don't you? Which you'd like to think might make a difference.
I can't really see how it would make a difference, really, if I'm honest. I know them. I know every player inside out, yes, but I don't see how that's going to help us with our team. I think we've got to concentrate on our own, really. Having not won at home since in 2020 is quite appalling, really, and it's going to be a massive test for us against a good Cardiff side. So I think it's another challenge for us, really, to try and give them a game, really, and not just lay down like we have done. For Bristol City and QPR, because these are far stronger than those 2 teams.
But, I mean, both teams have a lot to play for at opposite ends of the table, of course. But, a point would do it for you. You could just decide to try and park the bus.
No, I don't think... When you've got no defenders, it's very difficult to park the bus.
Well, that's a good point. But obviously goals are a problem as well at the other end. But Patrick Roberts seems to be doing the business for you at the moment.
Well, yeah, he scored a good goal the other day. He's been due one. He created quite a lot of chances in the last few, the games that he's played, but hasn't been able to convert anything. But I thought he looked better the other night as well. His game was a lot more confident, and to top it up with a winning goal, I think I'm sure it done him the world of good.
What would it mean to you to finally get safety, to secure safety against your old club?
Well, it's something that I knew 2 or 3 weeks ago was going to be really difficult, and I expected it to go right down to the last game, if I'm honest. I've been in this situation 3 or 4 times now, and I think this was the worst. I think this was far worse than going in at Cardiff or Rotherham or places like that. This is by far the most difficult one. So, the 3 away game wins on the trot have been fantastic. I can't remember me ever doing that before. and it's great to get 9 points from those games. And boy, did we need it when you look at the home form.
You're obviously held in very, very high regard by Cardiff fans, and I guess if you can get Boro to safety, you'll be held in very, very high regard by Middlesbrough fans as well.
Well, that's why I'm in the game. It's because of that reason. I think the fans down there know, like the club was in a dire situation, really, on and off the field. It's great to put it back together again and bring all the fans on board, and the Bluebirds and the strip, the nice blue shirts. It's a special time down there, and a great stadium, good atmosphere, and it'll be good when the fans come back on board now, because you do miss the fans around the stadiums wherever you go, and Cardiff's home ground is a real environment when it's full and buzzing. Same as the Riverside. You realise when we're playing in these circumstances just what a good crowd means, really. And hopefully next season they'll all be back on. Some sort of supporters will be allowed back in.
That's it from me, Neil. Thank you very, very much. Good luck.
Thank you very much.
Hi, Neil. You've done very well to get into the position that you've got into. Is there any danger now that the players start to think that they're already safe?
No, I don't think so. I think they'll give everything, and whether it'll be good enough, I don't know on Saturday. As you've seen in our previous home games, we haven't taken our chances, and then the opposition scored, and it's been an uphill battle. So we have to try and start as well as we can. But I am delighted with the effort. I can't fault the effort. They've given me, even in the games we've lost, like your QPR and the last one against Bristol, goals would have changed games. We had great opportunities at 1-0 down to equalise and missed them. And goals give players a lift and knock the other team. So, and we've not really had much help like that. We've got to try and give ourselves a chance by taking our opportunities when they come.
Kind of from your experience at Cardiff, if you manage to finish the season well, can that give you a real springboard to go into the next?
Well, absolutely, yeah. At Cardiff, I mean, when I got the players in pre-season and told them I thought we were going to get promotion, they thought I were in cuckoo land. But that's how I felt with the signings that we made. I felt that we could go and get promotion, even though we were supposed to finish in the bottom half with the bookies. Got a great set of boys, fans behind us. Anything's possible, and that goes with any team in the Championship. I don't think you should ever just want to make the numbers up. I think you've got to aim for the top, really.
The home record's a funny one. Sometimes people could blame bad home records on the fans getting on the team's back, but you can't even blame that at the minute. It's just strange, isn't it?
Yeah, like I say, goals change games. And at home, QPR, we had a few good chances, and then Bristol City, we had more than enough to give them a game. And then conceding silly goals, shot ourselves in the foot. So that recipe is a disaster. And once again, if we go behind, it'll be very difficult against a strong Cardiff side, because they're so well organised. You don't chip many goals in games.
What about yourself? To all of us, it looks like you're enjoying yourself. Are you starting to think longer term?
No, not really. Just trying to get to this point. I think it's, we thought we'd be close. It would be nice to know, before the last game of the season. So, that's what we're trying, and hopefully that can come tomorrow.